What is up, everybody? Welcome back yet again to the Blue Ninja Guy YouTube channel. Now, for you guys, it may not seem like that long since I've done a video, but for me, it seems like that long because I just got back from vacation, and it's been like a week and a half, 2 weeks since I even sat at my computer desk. But I'm back from vacation. I'm very excited to be back from vacation. I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of content that went up while I was gone. But now that I'm back, we're ready to jump right into the swing of things. So today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition. I've always wanted to play this game, never done it, finally going to do it now. I know I'm a little late to it, but I'm late to everything and I don't care. I have fun doing everything that I do late to it. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment. Would really help me out. And if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel because that is the best way to support me. Now, with no further ado, I'm not going to ramble on for too long. Let's jump in and play this game and be completely messed with mind stuff. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to have fun. Like the video, subscribe, all the other things. You already know what's going on. Transition time! Whoa, epic transition. Okay. Begin the game. I have watched somebody play this like a couple years ago, and then I have no recollection of anything about the game other than the fact that there is a narrator, and it is fun for the mind. So, here we go.
This
Click.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
We like simple
He sat at
jobs.
his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
That's it?
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That's it?
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
That's a little odd.
Stanley was happy.
As long as he's happy, that's all that matters, right? We just want
And then
Stanley to be
one day,
happy.
Something very peculiar happened. Something
God.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Orders stopped coming
He had
in.
been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single
Oh my gosh, I was
order
right.
had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Poor Stanley, he's
Never
all
in
alone.
his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Obviously.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
You really need
But as he came to his
instructions
wits
to
and
that
regained his
specificness
senses,
to be
he
even
got up from his
to
desk
exist?
and stepped out of his office.
I could never do an office job. Oh, I'm in control now. So I stepped out of my office. Can I... What am I interacting with? I'm just clicking. I want to make sure I don't miss anything in here. What am I tapping on? Do I have to listen to the narrator? Is that the point? Alright, fuck it. We'll walk out the room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps...
No matter how hard Stanley
So
looked,
I'm Stanley.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh god, what did I just do? Did I just turn that computer off? Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Turn it back on.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but
Yes,
it
I
didn't
am.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
The narrator's yelling at me for not doing what he wants me to do. Alright, we'll listen to the narrator for a second. Is this where I go? Hold on, I want to touch things again. The narrator said I was touching things, even though it's not affecting things, and I want to touch them. What does that say? I hate Mondays. That's a pretty average cup you'd see in an office. Apparently nobody showed up to work on this Monday. What the fuck? Okay. This is a strange-looking
Stanley
office.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Do we listen? What happens if we don't listen? I genuinely have free will. I'm going to go on the door on my right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Obviously.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I was going to do that. That's exactly what I wanted to do. You are correct, narrator. Employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. Just
It had
to spend
been.
a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
It is
Stanley
pretty
simply
beautifully
stood here,
constructed.
drinking it all in.
I am drinking it all in. I'm standing here and drinking it all in. Is he going to give me instructions now?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Am I boring the narrator?
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yes.
Really worth it.
It's very worth it. I'm clicking on everything and nothing's happening. I don't know why I'm doing it. You know what? All right, I've had enough of the narrator.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley
Why does he
took
keep
the
closing
first
doors
open
behind me?
door on his left.
What if I don't, though? What's in here? This is interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Uh-huh. Oh, God. I don't think any of this was meant to happen, was it?
Look, Stanley,
Oh.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I think so.
I'm
That
not
is a
sure,
massive
Andy,
warehouse
really,
for
I'm
stuff.
not.
Like, that's so
I realize
tall.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
It
but
is.
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh!
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who did I forget about?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Oh.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Oh, God, what did I fuck
She's
up already?
been waiting.
Oh, God.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
What is happening? I'm so confused. I didn't get any of the lore. I guess I need to listen to him next time. Oh, this looks extremely different.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay.
I can't move anywhere. I can just look around.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Damn!
Commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
I see a mannequin that doesn't love
Let me
me.
show you what's really going on here.
I don't understand what's going on here. This is quite strange.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh, God, he's gonna kill me. Press F on your keyboard.
Stanley
Okay.
is quite a boring fellow.
That he
He has
is.
a job that demands nothing of him.
Yep, just
And
press
every
his
button that he
buttons.
pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
God damn! I guess I'll keep
Look at him
pressing the
there,
letters.
Pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
What if I don't push the
Now
button?
He's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
This is ridiculous.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even
I
feel
feel like a
sorry
guinea
for him,
pig.
except that he's chosen this life.
How did I choose this life? I'm not gonna press it. I'm not gonna press it. What if I don't press C, huh? What if I make my own decisions? What if I press V right next to it? Or X? How's that? Does the game just not progress if I don't press C? It does say please. He at least asked kindly this time. Alright.
But in his mind, in his
I don't
mind,
think it's gonna
he
advance
can
if I
go on
don't click it.
fantastic adventures.
Oh.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
I do that all the time.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
It does seem
And
wonderful.
Each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Of course. Press F to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Wait, what? I clicked. I
First, he
want to
imagined
watch it
that
and it
one day
disappeared.
while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Didn't we just go
The
through this?
thought excited him terribly.
Oh. Spend time with the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Okay.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Yeah, no, I just
The
have my own
mere
choice.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Uh-huh. Prepare your dinner.
As he wandered through this
What
fantasy
in
world,
the fuck
he began to fill it with many
is
possible
happening?
paths and destinations.
Can we get rid of the
Down
mannequin,
one
please?
path
It's a little
lay
creepy.
An enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Oh. To tell your kids a story. Got it.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
It sounds great to feel
Surely
free.
there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
You to tell your wife you love her. Well, I mean, my wife is a mannequin, but I
no
could do that.
answer. How could there possibly be?
I'm back
In
at my
reality,
desk.
All he's doing is
What the
pushing
fuck
the
is
same
this?
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Oh, God.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
I don't like this.
And
Z
I'm
to go to
trying
sleep.
tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Well,
That
fuck
as
you,
long as he
narrator.
remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
I just
Here,
want to go
watch
back.
this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
All right. We're not going to do it. I'm going to sit here and wait. We're not pressing the button. He said don't press the button. We're not pressing the button. The clock is a little annoying, though. Is that... Yeah, nope. Nope, it's, nothing's, Is he trying to prove a point? Fuck you, narrator. I'm pressing the button.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
No.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
That's
How
a
can I
little
get him to
morbid.
see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
A mirror. Sorry. Question
I suppose
nothing.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to.
Nope.
But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
I didn't do that. I
So
took a different
I
direction.
suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Okay.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
That's ominous.
And I tried again.
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again.
And Stanley pushed a button.
And I tried.
What? Did I just die? What just happened? Oh, we're just back? We're just...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh my god.
What did it mean?
I do remember this
Stanley
now.
decided to
Okay,
go to the meeting.
okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, so this time I think we'll listen to the instructions. I think we'll listen to him this time. I want to see if I can turn this computer off again. Awaiting input. Input received. Is that all I had to do? Okay. Well, that computer's different than it was last time. Oh, wait. Surname, access. Okay, that one just turned off. What can I do on this one? That one also turned off. What is the input? I'm so confused. Okay, you know, it's fine. 419 at a pink line. I might have to remember that later. Come on, narrator. What am I doing? He's going to tell me to go in the door on my left, right?
Stanley came to a set
Yep,
of
he entered
two
the door on
open
his
doors.
left.
He entered the door on his left.
That I did. I entered it on my left this time for you, good sir. Can't open that door. What's in here?
Yet there was
Ooh.
not a single person here either.
Nope.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Tips for not getting
Stanley
fired.
decided
Talk
to go
less.
up
Do
to his
unbelievably
boss's
amazing work
office,
all the time,
hoping
every
he
day.
might
Oh,
find
God.
an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it all ball up inside. That's fantastic. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throws some bevel on the text. This will ensure a calm and productive... Okay. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. I feel like I'm not. This is... What is this going to say next? Or is it done now? Oh, God. Number of slides... on this slide. Charts, slides, charts, and slides. Okay. What? What does any of this even mean? Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Alright, we're done with that. That's hurting my brain. Ooh, broom closet. What's in the broom
Stanley
closet?
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here.
Well, I mean,
So
there's
he
a
turned
broom.
around and got back on track.
Fuck you, narrator. What if I don't want to get on track? I want to take my own path.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's downstairs? Oh, yeah, no, we don't go downstairs. We don't go downstairs. Downstairs is red ominous murder death shit. We go upstairs to my... Why does his office look like this? What? What? Are they waiting? Oh, can I access this computer? No, of course not. I can't do anything.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Nope.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from
I don't
him?
know. So there's a code that I
What he
need.
could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Oh?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Tell me the PIN number.
2845. But of course,
Thank you.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Thank you,
Amazing.
narrator.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Do I go down the elevator of death, or do I come over here? Okay, apparently I go down the elevator of death. I didn't realize this was a horror game. Oh, okay. The light's turned on now. It's less horror-esque, but it's still kind of horror-esque. Kind of. Again, I didn't realize this was a horror game. This wasn't supposed to be a horror game.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
You say?
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
I can only
as though he
imagine in
felt
a place
more
like
free
this.
To think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I don't think
Why
his
did he
job
feel this now,
exists.
when for years it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, that's good. Oh, God. Oh, so it broke. The elevator of death is broken.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What about the escape, though? What if I... Mind control facility or escape? I think I'm choosing escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, it's an escape in a way.
The door
I have a
behind
feeling.
him was not shut.
Nope.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I just want to see what the death looks like. Then I'll turn
At
around.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward.
Absolutely.
And willingly confront his death.
I am. I'm just curious what it looks like. I don't have to do it. I'm just curious. So I just fall to my death. Alright. Was that it? Should I have not done that? Oh, no. So I'm not dead. Oh, gosh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh,
it
okay, yep,
reflected
nope,
that
I'm
his
gonna
life
die.
had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Nope.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He
Nope.
doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
That makes
Perhaps
sense.
his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh, God,
So
that's
he resigned
aggressive.
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay. Well, goodbye, narrator. Oh?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was
Oh?
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In
Yes.
a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That's not a terrible way to die. That is not what happened. I'm at
And
the
yet it would
stand.
be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
So that's the
What
theme. Got
exactly
it.
did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
No clue. Also, why did the narrator
When
change?
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
Yeah, it's
death
like games
becomes
normally are.
meaningless, making life the same.
This is so
Do you
trippy.
see now?
No.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The two doors. Oh, God. Wait, what? Is this where I start? Is this my room? Hold on. Office layout. This is literally the game. What does this mean? What? Oh, God. Filing, okay. Is this like office computers? Okay. That just turn off. Great. I keep ruining that, but it's fine. Okay. The office. I can't open any of the doors, can I? Okay, what did I do? Button sounds. Oh, this is fun. I could do this all day. Oh, I could do this all day. Okay, we can't do that all day. Credits? Okay, so the game is just... Oh. Is this basically just like The Office? Is this basically just like the room where they put all the spare parts for a video game? Oh. Oh, what is that? I haven't seen half of that. Ultra Deluxe announcements. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of the Stanley Parable game at the Game Awards. These are screenshots of the videos were made... Oh, that's cool. Oh. There's a Warzone? Oh my gosh, I have so much to discover. How come I'm seeing all this so early on? From Quakester. Subject. Question. Will the game... Future... Dear narrator, how do you stay in shape? The Rock Market. Okay. I'm done with that already. What is this? The Lounge. An early version of the Lounge. It looks like a lounge. The apartment timer. Oh. What happens when it... Oh, it's just gonna keep restarting. Okay. The cargo lift. Got it. What? Am I lost? The meeting room? Got it. Am I lost? Is there a way out of this? I don't... The fuck is this? Zending model? Okay. Zending levers? Can I interact? Why is just... Is this just giving me the answers to the game? Alright, well I can't get out of here. Alright, I want to get out of here. I want to be done. Am I done? Am I done? Exit! That's great. That's what I've been looking for. Okay.
Oh, look at these two.
Oh?
How they wish to destroy one another.
Who?
How they wish to control one another.
I think I'm just gonna cut her
How
off.
they both wish to be free.
Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I didn't cut her off. What?
No,
Need what?
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
How am I still clicking stuff?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You
How?
can stop the program before they both fail.
What are you talking
Push
about?
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Oh.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Okay, we're gonna quit. We're gonna see what happens if I... Does something happen? Or am I just gonna spawn in the die spot? Oh god. Wait, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay,
decided to go
we're
to the
just back
meeting
here
room.
again?
Perhaps
Okay,
he
I'm gonna
simply
turn the
missed a
computer
memo.
off. Because I just want to. Can I get in any of these doors? No, okay.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yeah,
but it
I
didn't
know.
make a single
We've done this
difference,
already.
Nor did it advance the story
Wait.
in any way.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. I got more inputs. Wait, what? Maybe I'm supposed to die and restart multiple times. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. What if I just keep doing this and go around the computers and get the inputs? I'm curious. Or did that input not count if I quit the game? I don't know. I quit the game last time though, but I
All
only
his
quit the game because it
co-workers
told
were
me to quit the
gone.
game.
What could it mean?
Where's the computer
Stanley
out the
decided
input?
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I had simply missed a memo. Got it. Where's the input computer? Where's the input computer? Is it gone? No, wait, no, what did I fuck up? No, I want my input computer. I thought I'd figured something out. I messed up.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Oh, God.
co-workers.
All right, I guess I need to go find a way to die in a different way and hope that my input computer comes back. Fuck. I thought I had done something cool. Oh, well. Well, all right.
When Stanley came to a set of
He entered
two
the
open
door on his
doors,
left.
he
Yes,
entered the
yes,
door on
yes.
his left.
We're not going to go through the escape one this time. I got it. We're going to figure out the mind control stuff. Actually, wait. I have an idea. Hold on.
Yet there was
another
single
path we
person
didn't take.
here
I want to
either.
take it now.
Feeling
I want to take
a
it now.
wave of
I want to take the other
disbelief,
path.
Stanley
Broom
decided to
closet.
go up to
Broom
his
closet.
boss's
Nope.
office.
All right. Down the
Coming to
stairs.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. Stairs of death. Is there stuff down there? Nope. Okay.
But
there's a
Stanley
car down
just
here.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Yeah, no, why would I
He
ever
might
do
be
that?
fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All
Nope.
because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss
Yep.
would think he was crazy. And
He
then
would think I
something
was
occurred
crazy.
to Stanley.
Wait,
Maybe,
is this all
he
just the
thought
same
to himself,
things?
Maybe I am crazy.
Wait, I'm just...
All of my coworkers
Wait,
blinking
all
mysteriously.
wait,
out
hold
of
on.
existence
No,
in
no,
a
this is
single
the end of this
moment
loop.
for no reason at all.
I know that vending
None of
machine.
it made any logical sense.
No, you're not making
And
any
as Stanley
narrator.
pondered this,
Stop.
he
Figure out
began
what's
to make
going on.
Other strange observations.
Yeah.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet?
Okay, this is
when he
different.
looked down?
Why are
did
my
doors
feet not there?
close automatically behind him?
I've already asked that question. Oh my gosh,
And
we're
for
in the
that
same
matter,
loop.
These rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yes, they
Why
were. I
simply
just said that.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
It's very
At
real.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
I'm in a video
He
game.
just hadn't found the words for it.
All right, well, give me the
I'm
words.
dreaming, he yelled.
Dream theory.
This is all
Got
a
it.
dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
It is a good
His
explanation.
co-workers weren't actually gone.
One of these times
He
it's going to
wasn't
look
going
different.
lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
No.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Of course I
I'll go
will.
back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Hey, that's a little
I
rude,
may as well
narrator.
enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
That's a good
So, He
plan.
imagined himself flying. And
1,
began
2,
to gently
B4.
float above the ground. Then
What?
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical
Why?
starfield. And it
Why?
too appeared. It was so much
Ooh.
fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then
I don't know,
perhaps
it's just
the
fun, though.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What's that?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
This is so
He found it
weird.
Particularly strange.
The amount of
Dreaming about
breaking
a
the
voice
fourth wall is
describing
insane.
Me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Yes,
And
I
when
am
he
thinking
thought it
that
all
right this very
odd
moment.
And wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that,
Ooh,
of
wait,
course,
are we
this was
dreaming?
not a
Are we
dream.
dreaming? Is he
How
speaking
could
to
it
us in our
be?
dreams right now?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
I
Believing
do like
that
the
if
narrator's
he's asleep,
voice.
He doesn't have to take responsibility for himself.
Yeah.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Got it.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
It is quite a shock.
He knew for certain, beyond a doubt.
I have
that
no
this was,
idea
in
how
fact,
many
a
times
dream.
we've been through this.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
He did.
How else would the voice explain all that? This
clue.
voice was a part of himself too. Surely.
Yeah,
if he
this is
could
just my inner monologue.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Okay.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Oh
up.
God. I'm gonna
He
stand
felt
still
the
for a minute.
cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
The
the
press
press
of his mattress on his back.
the fresh air.
Do we
of
just
the
wake up
world
and then
outside this one.
game over? Was down the
Let
stairs
me
not the
wake
correct
up,
answer too?
He thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I do wish this bad
Let
dream
me
to
go
be
back
over.
to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
That is a sad life,
I
Stanley.
want my apartment and my wife
Your wife's not
and
real.
my job.
Your job sucks.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Miserable and boring? Okay.
My life is normal. I
Okay.
am normal.
I mean, that's an
Everything
stretch.
will be fine.
That's never true.
I am okay.
Not even close. And I'm still here. Knew it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone
God.
wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Oh,
I have a
this just
boss.
got
I have an
intense.
office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me
Oh
I'm
my God,
real.
and everything's
I must
getting
be
red.
real.
I'm
I
getting
must be.
chills.
Can
I don't.
anyone hear my
Can you
voice?
stop yelling, narrator?
And everything went black.
Oh my God. Is he gonna kill me again?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck? Who is Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose,
God.
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh
But
God.
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh my
then
God.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
Okay.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Obviously.
Everyone knows what
That looks
crazy
like
people
Stanley.
look like.
I think that's
And
us.
in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
That's a weird thought to have.
To think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Well, at least it made her feel
Then she
better.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She
Okay.
had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Why would you run? That wasn't creepy at all. Oh my God. Here we go again. All right. Where's
All
the
of his
input computer?
coworkers were gone. What could it mean?
Turn that one off.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Where's the
simply
input
missed a
computer?
memo.
Turn off computer. Where's the input computer? God damn it, it's gone again. Well, I think I messed something up. Oh well. Alright, we'll listen this time. We'll listen. We'll listen. For the most part.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Got it. Already did that. Yep, nope, nobody was here either. I get
Yet
it.
there
We're gonna
was
take a
not a
different path
single
this time.
person here
Not that it's gonna
either.
change anything. We're just gonna go a
Feeling
different way around the
wave of
table.
disbelief,
Opening the broom
Stanley
closet.
decided to go up to his boss's coming
He
to a
didn't even
staircase.
mention
Stanley
walked up the stairs. Yep, I'm
upstairs
going
to
so
his
fast you can't
boss's
even keep
office.
up. I just already know where we're going. Okay, we're gonna go in here for some reason. Who's shooting a panda? Alright, we're gonna go up. Yeah, let's go up. We've gone down every time. Let's go up. Up. Why does the elevator... I might have to mute this for copyright, but there is elevator music. Wait, is there a setting for that? Hold on. Oh, okay, I guess not. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Who just went ba ba? What the fuck was that? Da 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 da. Is the elevator ride ever gonna stop? I just realized how. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Of course, it doesn't even do anything. All right, game.
Stepping into his manager's office,
What was it?
Stanley
2
was
8
once again stunned to discover
2
not an indication
4
of any
8
human life.
1.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered
Okay.
aloud to nobody.
I have no clue.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk.
Wait, this is
pulling
different.
books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate
This is
for
different.
clues to his situation. But his attention was caught
This is
by
different.
a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Okay,
What
that's
could
the
its
same.
purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet.
Oh, maybe.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret
Did I just miss the
pin,
stuff before?
2845.
There we go.
But of course,
I was close.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
But just by randomly
Yet
clicking
incredibly,
buttons
by simply pushing random buttons
on the keypad,
Stanley happened to input the correct code
by sheer luck.
Amazing.
Great.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, okay. That's right. It was back here. I forgot. I guess I'm gonna listen to where he wants me to go this time. God, down the fucking elevator of death again. Here we go. This is fun. I like the fun. That this. Oh. Why are we loading again? Oh, I don't remember it doing it that last time. That's okay. Maybe it just didn't make us do the full ride this time because we've
Stanley
already
walked
listened to
straight
it.
ahead
Yep,
through the
okay.
large door that read
Yep,
Mind
nope, that's fine.
Control
We're not going to go
Facility.
do the weird thing that we did last time. Okay. I'm going to click the button, right?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh?
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh, what is
Stanley thought
this?
to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What is this? I guess I'm about to have the strength to find out because it's making me walk into places. Can I interact with any of this? Oh, okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Oh.
Their true nature revealed. Each
Oh.
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
I like that we don't even have
individuals
names, we just have
reduced to
numbers.
images on a screen, and
There's not a
Stanley,
single
one of them,
person in any of these TV
eternally
screens.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where are we at? We were at... What are we? What is our number again? 327? I think? I don't know, I'm not sure. What does any of this mean? They're not even... They're just numbers. We don't even matter.
This mind control
What did that just do?
facility,
Also, why is
it was
one
too
person
horrible
fired?
To believe it couldn't be true.
What's the
Had
number?
Stanley
Is it
really
important
been
to
under
remember?
Someone's control all this time? Was
Oh.
this the only reason he was happy
Oh, what is
with his
this?
boring job?
104 was fired. Okay, I'll remember that.
Accept it blindly?
Wait, so was 601? I don't know.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
I won't
His
accept
own
it.
Life in someone else's control?
Not at all. He's not
It
being
was
controlled by
unthinkable,
WASD
wasn't
at the
it?
moment.
Was it even possible?
Or a narrator.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
That's what it's starting to look like, Mr. Stanley Man.
But here was the proof. The heart of the
Oh?
operation.
Mind control
Controls
status
labeled with
offline?
emotions. Happy.
Oh,
or
gosh.
Sad, or content. Walking,
I'm
eating,
glad it's
working,
offline.
all of it monitored
Console
and
disabled.
commanded from this very place. And as the cold
This just
reality
got
of his
so much
past
deeper than I
began
ever
to sink
expected
in,
it to.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
I don't think that did
life,
anything.
for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yes, I will dismantle it. I will shut it down and beat the Stanley Parable. System power. Off. Oh, I didn't think about getting out. Now it's really dark. Is the game about to just restart again?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yeah, I already went through that.
Was it over?
I hope so.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
By clicking the off
Unshackled
button,
himself
okay.
From someone else's command.
Okay.
Freedom was mere moments away.
I see it.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
We'll just go back and play
Where
him again,
had
right?
His co-workers gone?
No clue, don't
How
care.
had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
No clue, don't care.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
A ton.
But as
Don't care.
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
See, me and Stanley
For
are
it
one
was
and the
not
same.
knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yes, happiness is what I would like
Perhaps
to
his goal
like
had
to
not
have.
been to understand.
Oh my gosh,
to
it's like
let go.
nature, like the real
No
world.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
That sounds amazing.
Whatever life
Oh my gosh,
he
there's a
lives,
bridge.
It will be.
And walls, and a road, there's
That was
civilization.
all he needed to know.
This
It
is
was
real.
Perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes, as soon as it opens enough.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
This is
The
beautiful.
feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him.
This looks like Skyrim, and I kind of
This
love
was
it. I want to play
exactly
Skyrim
the
now.
way,
Oh, do we
right
just get to play
now,
Skyrim now?
that things were meant to happen.
Yes, they were.
And Stanley was happy.
Well, I'm glad Stanley was happy. That's what we wanted for our Stanley boy. Is that it? What is that? Oh God. Okay.
All
So
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I guess
decided
that
to go
wasn't
to
the
meeting
ending?
room, Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, well now I gotta find another way. Is there another input computer? Did I really just screw up the input computer thing? I think I did. Oh well, it's fine. What is the other options I could do?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's go to the door on my right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I think I did.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Yep, what a room.
But eager to get back to business,
I am ready to get back to
Stanley took the
business.
first open door on his left.
Okay, so we listen to these instructions
and so he
this time.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the
Nope, we're
opposite
going down the
door,
maintenance
and
section.
got back
It's
on
something new.
track.
I want to see what new things I can find. I know there's a ton of things in this game. I want to find new things.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in
I
order
did.
to get back, he needed to go,
Narrator?
From here, it's,
Why is there a closed door
left.
and not an elevator? Are you sure?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh my gosh, narrator.
No, not the right.
Narrator.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
I have no
It's
clue.
clearly- Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
I'm waiting patiently. Rustling papers. Oh god. This breaking the fourth wall is amazing.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This
Good job,
story
narrator.
is
I'm proud of you.
Absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this definitely seems like the correct... Wait.
No,
We've already been here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley,
What?
close your eyes.
I'm closing them.
Okay.
My eyes are not actually closed because I've already seen all this.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
Oh?
The story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Suppose we don't wander so far off track,
No, we will.
Okay, from the top.
Alright, let's...
All
Oh,
of
there's
his
no music.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Turn it off.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Every time.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope. Is something going to be different this time? Because the music's all different. Did I mess something up by him just restarting the game manually because I screwed with his coding? Oh gosh, this is great. Okay, hold on. Nope, can't get in that door, can't get in that door. There's got to be some doors that I can get in, right?
When Stanley... Wait.
Why is there...
what?
Why is there so many... Okay, yep, nope,
No,
we
I
really screwed
restarted.
something
I
up.
I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
It wasn't
Everything
fresh.
should be-
Oh gosh, this is great.
Change.
Something did
Stanley,
change.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or...
You were the one in control.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
You're just the one who's
was
reading
right
it,
here
but
just a
okay.
minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Okay, also, why are all the
then.
chairs in front of
It's
this
an
door?
adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh? We're gonna go left. Wait, what's down there? We're gonna go left. I see a warehouse over there somewhere. I'm gonna go this way. Maybe? Don't tell me. Is this the room that we went in a loop in? Where? Narrator guy. Mr. Narrator, sir? Isn't this where you're supposed to give me instructions?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been
Of
on.
course,
I can
you were
promise
setting me up.
There definitely was a story here before.
Oh?
Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay,
No.
let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, I'm still I was still looking.
All of his
He's just,
co-workers
yep,
were
we're gone. Yep,
What
here we
could
go
it
again,
mean?
narrator.
Stanley decided to go
Something's
to the
broken
meeting
and I love it.
Perhaps he had
I love
simply
this. This is
missed a memo.
amazing. Turn off the computers. Turn them off. Turn them off. They don't need to be on. Nobody's here. You're wasting power. I mean, that doesn't include the power that you're wasting with all the lights, but now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
It's worse.
I
The
might
other
be
adventure was
remembering
better.
this wrong.
You should have just listened to me.
Possible the story is back where we just came from.
Oh?
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right. What do we miss? Trying the doors. They're not working. What did we miss? Can I go in this door? Nope. I guess there's nothing in there. Mr. Narrator guy, I think it's all the same.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
This is not the same.
Story. Here it comes.
Oh my gosh.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our
Oh
steps.
god. It's all changing. Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
I don't either.
Is this the story?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I can't
Can
quite
we open
recall,
that?
but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
And now I'm trapped.
Do you remember, Stanley?
I think it was an office
You know
building,
what?
yes.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Don't restart the
You
game again.
win.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yay! I win
know
Stanley
you put in
Parable.
A lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
No, you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Hey, fuck you.
Some
I ruined the
people win
game for
fair
you.
and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I guess not.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Yeah, let me
I don't
out.
care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay.
All
The
right,
Stanley Parable
I've got a
adventure line.
solution.
Okay.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable adventure line.
That's not going the same
Just
direction
follow
that
the
it used
line.
to.
How simple is that?
That's pretty simple, but it's not going where it should be. Also, these aren't even numbers anymore. They're letter numbers.
The line knows
That's a question
where the
mark.
story is. It's over
Okay,
in
walk
this
around the broken
direction.
box.
Onward, Stanley,
Hard right,
to destiny.
soft right,
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't
hard
wherever
right,
we end up
soft.
be our
Ooh, wait, what's
destination,
over here?
Even if there's no story there. Or to put it another way, is
Ooh.
the story of no destination still a story?
Oh,
Simply by the
okay,
act
so
of
it's just...
moving
okay.
forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured
Upstairs,
into being
got it.
via the very manifestation of the nature
The line's
of
not
life
very
itself?
strong. Well, I
Okay,
can't go
Stanley,
up on the
I
wall.
need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just
All right, you
stick
follow
with me.
that. I'm
Now, we can
gonna follow the
both
line while
agree
you do that.
the nature of
Oh, I can't do
existence
that,
is, in
so I'm just
fact,
gonna...
a byproduct
All
of
right,
one's
what the-
subjective experience of
All right,
that
that's cool.
existence, right? Okay. Now, if my
Up around the
experience of
ceiling.
your existence
Got it.
rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I'm following a
bit
yellow
weird
line
back
for you.
there.
You just keep having
Well,
an
I'd like to
existential crisis.
apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
I'm not either.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I'm fine with that. I feel like I'm marching off to war. What the? I can't walk on the ceiling, but I'm following the line.
Got the music.
Yep,
Go
it was
back
very loud.
and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
I remember
You
all
won't
the
want to
leaves.
miss anything.
It's the fern. Alright, I remember the fern. Got it. Squiggly lines.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
How are we back at the office?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Yep, ruined again.
Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you.
I did
after
trust the yellow
everything
line a
we've been
lot.
Through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Okay.
Restart.
Oh, dude! Oh, my God. He's not even giving me... Okay, the Stanley Parable adventure line. Here we go again. What did I do
Yeah,
when I went down...
Stanley, I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
You're right,
We're
let's take our own
intelligent
path.
people, right?
Yes.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Let's do it.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
I'm in.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
It really
Why
does.
Don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Let's do it. This should be a working office, right? Because it had a number on it.
Yes, this is exciting.
This is
Just me
exciting.
and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
It could
What do
be,
you
but we're
want our
walking in
story
an
to
endless
be?
square now.
Go wild. Use your imagination.
Ooh,
Whatever
okay.
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I am too, Mr. Narrator. This is going to be fun. Me and you against the world.
No, not you again.
Nope, we're not
Stanley,
following the line.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yep, I
No
agree,
lines or
Mr.
monitor
Narrator.
rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Nope, not looking at it. Nope, can't go up there. Screw you, line. See, look, we left the line's path and we're doing great again. Oh, well.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
That's fun.
Here, the story is in our control.
That it is.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
We go right.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
Nope, we
Just
go right.
walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead.
How come I'm the one that has to do all of
which
the
means
walking
that
work?
Somewhere, the place
Why don't
where
I
we're
ever just get to
trying
sit down and talk?
There must be a reverse door that leads here.
What?
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
What
So
are you
starting
talking
from the
about, Mr. Narrator?
Let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And
Yes.
since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
So we're going to take the
Another
door on the
victory for
left.
Logic.
Yep.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Okay.
Oh, hold up. What's
The
this?
confusion ending. 5th restart, 6th restart, find the line at 7th
ending.
restart, there is no
You're
longer in
telling me
office. 8th restart, the
That's what
narrator
this
is...
is. It's all one giant ending. And
What?
we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
How many times have we restarted?
Really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Oh, wait.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind
I'm so
goes
confused.
blank
How many times have we
simply because it's
restarted?
written here on this thing wall.
Find the confusion ending schedule,
Well,
narrator restarts the
who
game. So we're about to do
consulted
5th restart.
Why
Okay,
don't I
so
get to decide? Why don't I get a say? in
narrator
all this?
forgets about
Is it
previous
really-
restarts. Stanley attempts to
No,
play the
it
story,
can't
but it
be.
is
I
prevented,
don't want
unable
it
to
to
go
be.
anywhere or do anything.
I
The
don't
game
want the
restarts on
game
its
to
own.
keep
Find the line again,
restarting.
begin to
I don't
follow.
want to forget
Find
what's
identical
going
replica of
on.
the office that has
I don't
begun
want to be
the
trapped like this. I
to
won't
deteriorate,
restart the
attempt to
game.
make
I
up
won't
a story
do it.
here.
I won't
Okay,
do
don't do
I
it then,
won't
Mr. Narrator.
do it.
We've been playing this for way too
Timer
long.
Stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
We did it!
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something
So what?
happen?
Let him. I got a bat. I got a
So,
bat. It's right
okay.
there. What do we do now, Mr.
I guess
Narrator?
now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Breaking the cycle
Not
is a
quite
kind of
sure if
story,
we're in
yes.
The destination or the journey. Though they're
Wait,
all
both
saying
doors
that
lead the
life
same
is
way.
about the journey and not the destination.
So that was-
I hope that's
okay.
where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Yep.
Eventually.
That we will.
Well, in the meantime, if you
What was he going to say? That was about to be important. So he forgot about the previous restarts, and we're not going to be able to complete the game.
all of his co-workers
Yep.
are gone. What
Oh,
could it
God.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps
totally
he had
screwed the
simply
game.
missed a memo.
We're on the confusion ending, and I'm extremely confused, that's for sure. Computer off. I still don't have the other things anymore. Yeah, I definitely messed up the input computer somehow. Oh. New content?
Oh,
Of course.
new content?
Love
What
that.
does that mean? New content.
I don't know. Where are we going? Did the game just restart? Oh, no, okay. This is new. This is quite new. I'm not gonna look around too much. Or maybe I will, I don't know.
And thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank you!
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Good to know. I like this history
After receiving
lesson.
critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Well, that's
a
fun.
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That's the one I'm playing right now!
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More game.
delighting audiences the world over.
Yay!
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yay, we get to try out the
Well,
new
this
content.
sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Me too!
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but
Nope.
I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Me as well, Mr. Narrator. I am feeling positive?
Is it broken?
That's what I was about to
What's
ask.
going on here?
I'm not sure.
Should we Should we be moving somewhere?
Oh, nope.
There we go.
There we go.
All right,
Okay, finally.
at
There we go.
long
Oh, well,
last, it's
nope.
on
Me
to
and
the
narrator
new
are
content.
starting to
I've
become
never been
on the same
more ready.
wavelength.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. It's a long elevator ride. Yep, same, Mr.
I
Narrator.
say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Mostly tedious.
Yep.
It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give
Oh.
me the content,
Oh, it's
Stanley.
behind me. Okay, I was just watching a brick wall. Yes, hold on. I have to adjust my legs comfortably. I'm going to sit in the position that L does in Death Note.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
I can jump. Only in the circle, though. 36 times? Alright, so I guess we're jumping. That is pretty impressive. They added a jump effect to the game. Nice. What happens if I run out of jumps? I don't know, we're gonna do it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. 1, there we go. Oh. So I'm out of jumps. Okay. That's great.
Is that it?
I think so.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator.
Another elevator, that's exciting.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Well,
It's just
I gotta jump
elevators
around
and
for a little
jump.
while, so I'm having somewhat fun.
Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this
Possibly.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
You could
I
do that.
Count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The
I'll be here
Stanley
for it.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Is it behind me
Very
again?
good.
God damn it.
I knew there had to be something else.
There is
Let's
gonna be
see it.
something else.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't
Oh,
get me
that-
started
he's
on the
just-
level of craftsmanship that's
Oh,
gone
he's
into it.
going off.
In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
No
It's my fault,
way.
Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Oh my gosh.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
Okay.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
I do have a great time with you,
What do
Mr.
you say,
Narrator.
friend?
That's fine. You're gonna do it anyways. Yeah, okay. I can't believe he actually called out Twitter and other game dev. Oh. What happened?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I
Why?
want to show you something.
Alright, I'll listen, Mr. Narrator. I don't know what's so exciting about a vent, but I'm listening. Okay, did I die again? Did he just kill me? Did Mr. Narrator just kill me? Are we restarting? Mr. Narrator! Mr. Narrator! Oh no, we're back in the vent. Okay.
You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
I
Well,
do.
It got me thinking about the past and how much
I
better
thought the jumping
Stanley
was cool, but
Parable
you're the one
used to
that's
be.
complaining about it.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Oh!
Just our little secret.
We're back in Skyrim!
Take a look.
Okay.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've
Ooh!
been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
That's cool. I think
Experiences
this is
like the
rooted in
launch
a
of the
deep issue,
Stanley
but
Parable on PC.
memory, sweet memory.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the
Forget
Memory Zone
Stanley
remind you
Parable.
of how
Got it.
wonderful Stanley Parable
When the Stanley
was
Parable was
before it
released?
was solid with a
Cool.
cheap re-release? Remember back in October of
Stanley
2013,
Parable?
when the game originally launched? Back
Independent
then,
Games Festival
video
Audience
games
Award,
had
the Stanley
integrity.
Parable.
Back then, it all
Stanley
meant
Parable
something.
mask. Cool.
Oh, the
Good
waste.
times. Pictures of everything. Original The Stanley Parable endings. Postcards from 2013. 2013 is there. Okay. A $1 bill. Trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. You just like the past, don't you, buddy? Hey, I've already seen that ending. I've seen that one. Where we died. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Yeah. This guy was a nominee for a bunch of awards. This is cool. New video game releasing today. That's fun. All right, what's over here then? This place seems really nice. I really like this place.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism.
This is
10
cool.
out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
We like
James
a 10 out of 10
Stephanie
game.
Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created."
Oh,
Did
that's
you hear that, Stanley?
generous.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
It
was
must have been pretty good.
Every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was
The
Persona
world?
3. It was all
I
of them.
don't
And
believe
now,
that.
it's nothing.
Okay.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore.
Is that
It's
because you
just
can
a
jump?
husk
Are you really that
now.
mad that we can
A
jump?
lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Is that literally it? Is that... Got a lot of Academy Awards. Got it. So I get it. Your game's good. It's down here. Memory zone maintenance? Oh my god. Okay. So where are we going? The original. What's this?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Okay.
The
They
Stanley
liked it. It
Parable
was a 9
is
out of
both
10.
a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and
Yep.
one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
Well, that's
9
cool.
out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
I mean, 9 out of
It
10
didn't
isn't
need
perfect,
anything
but it's pretty
else.
close.
It didn't need new content.
Makes
It
sense.
just needed to be left alone.
I
to
think-
spend the rest of time collecting dust
Are you
in the
upset
hallowed
about
hall
something,
of
Mr.
beloved
Narrator?
Video game memories.
What did he just do? I can't go in there. The Serious Room 2013. Oh, God. Can I open this? Oh, God. I can't get in there, Mr. Narrator. What do you want me to do? I don't... Mr. Narrator. I can't go anywhere.
These
Oh.
were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, the maintenance room.
But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
Just go back and play the
Wait,
2013
hang on.
version.
I
What's
don't
this?
recall this part of the memory zone before.
It looks pretty messed
What's
up.
this? What's down here?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a
Steam
collection of
reviews.
from Steam, the online video game distributor.
This
I
is
haven't
great.
looked at these in years. I can't
They're gonna
even
be
imagine
bad.
what's
Steam's
been
reviews are
collecting down
awful.
here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
You would hope so. Not
Honestly, I
recommended.
could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny with his humor. And proving to be more
Oh,
irritating
narrators
than
get mad.
entertaining. Unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
I see
I
that.
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the
You could
game's
if you wanted
already
to.
such a densely layered web of profound philosophical
I've laughed a couple
insights
times. I
that
thought it
can't
was
even
slightly
imagine
funny.
Where I'd have the room to stick them.
Are these all just full of bad Steam reviews? Oh, that is funny. Unless the red ones are the bad ones and the green containers are the good ones. Oh.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
I like how they put the actual account that put these reviews up.
Games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm
No
preachy,
content, no
honestly, you
comment.
can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
Huh.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
Okay.
I don't know how much fluff
I mean, that's
cut
a
from the
personal
game to get
opinion.
it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Maybe not.
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
I
These
guess.
black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
No, Mr. Narrator,
Perhaps
don't
the
get down on
Stanley
yourself.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Well, don't beat yourself up, buddy. You're
What's
fine.
this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh God.
A skip button?
Why? No.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If
Okay.
I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
I guess
What
not.
if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record? Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's
Oh, God.
my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything
What is
for the customer,
happening?
Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay.
Here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
That's
It's
cool.
what the players have been asking for, and I'm
One
very
player,
proud
but
to have
yeah.
delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
Absolutely
and
it
if the
is.
people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
I don't want
Well,
silence. I
don't
like
sit
you,
around
Mr.
waiting for me to
Narrator.
shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and
Okay.
it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you.
I
and
wonder how long
therefore,
he's
by
going to
becoming it
continue
is,
this. The
so
dialogue
on
has
and
to
so
end at
forth,
some point,
until
right?
Inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah
Uh-huh.
blah 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 blah.
Is
We've
he having
eaten too
fun?
much, and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245.
What does
But
that
by
mean?
logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
Makes
It went
sense.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here
Whoa.
and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
Wow.
It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How
I'm very
many billions
interested.
left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say,
Dude, there's no way he
the
keeps going.
story and the choices, or what have you.
Oh my
and
gosh, he's
therefore,
just
by
going
becoming
to-
it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably.
Yeah, okay. So I have to click the button. I'm back.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Oh,
Of course,
cool.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that,
Cool.
of course, you need a description of it, but
No.
if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or
I don't know what that
maybe
means.
a manifesto.
Manifesto. Okay.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
So
I think
my
I see
theory
that the game is
that
wanting me
any
to skip
choice
him
you've
again.
ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Got it.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a
I guess not.
monument to every person you've ever been, making
That's
every choice to which
pretty
you've ever
insightful.
given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the
He
choices
has to
you've
stop
ever
at some
made,
point,
in
right?
fact, make
I don't
you
wanna skip him and
more,
hurt his
not
feelings.
this
I like
kind of
Mr.
person,
Narrator.
And in fact, do the very opposite. You see,
Okay.
it could in fact be both of these things at once.
It could
That
be.
you are both making choices and not
Somebody had to
making
sit
choices,
down
and that they are both
and
affecting
do all of
you
these voice
and not
lines.
affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them.
Got
Okay,
it.
at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it
Okay.
has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
Okay.
But wouldn't
I
you
can
say
agree.
that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone?
It
It's a
does.
mouthful.
Manifesto
It is
seems
rich
cooler.
with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will.
Ambitious history.
See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens,
Okay.
at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
What's that?
And I do find myself in this situation frequently.
Sounds like it.
I'm
I think
going
you
to
like the
say
sound of your own
each word
voice.
back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other. In which case, the
That's
word I am
actually
not
a
sick of shall
really
be
good
the victor.
tactic.
It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's
get
rescued
it.
me from disaster in countless situations.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise.
Do you think he ever stops this?
manifesto.
Do you think he
Treatise,
figures it out?
Manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
He likes the sound of his own voice
manifesto.
so much, though I don't know if
Treatise,
he'll ever get sick of it.
manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto.
Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. Treatise. Manifesto. All right, I'm clicking it.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Little bit.
That's the power of the button.
I like the button.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't
like
wait
it.
to see what Cookie 9 will say about this. And whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
I would imagine.
Or just change some of the wording, perhaps.
Possibly.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
I'm not sure.
I guess I should become better educated.
Actually, I think you
on
can.
Exactly how
I think I learned about that during the big
Perhaps that would have
Helldivers
been a smart
thing.
thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
that would have been pretty smart.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review.
I imagine
Merely
they would
because of
just
this
for you,
very
Mr.
situation.
Narrator.
Yes, I think that's quite...
We're clicking it again.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now,
Hello.
I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one
The
was,
door's gone.
well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Oh, God.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it?
It is
But at
kinda
any
shocking.
rate,
You do love the
I
sound
do
of your own
suggest
voice.
that we not press the button again.
Okay.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated.
I think
and we
so.
can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here?
There's no door.
Where did the door go?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a door?
So I was
that
just
led into this
asking.
room?
Obviously, I
do
got in here
feel
somehow.
quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
That's what I
don't
just
think
said.
One can enter a room without a door of some sort.
I don't think so either.
Window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
No.
A porthole? A sufficiently
even a way in
large
through the
crack
roof.
In the wall? I'll
No.
take any of these. All I want is for us to move on. And
Me
to
too.
Please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button.
I'm trying.
Door here before, wasn't there?
There
I
was,
swear
right
there
behind
was.
us.
Where did it go?
I don't know. You took it away.
Just ram your way through a wall? Is there any
right.
possibility that you could say
Nope.
slam your body into the wall?
I'm trying
until
right now.
Damage is done
Nothing.
for you to be able to leave?
I'm
Please,
trying.
I'll take any option at all.
I'm literally doing it right
asking
now.
you to work with me here.
I'm trying,
We
Mr. Narrator.
Need a door. We
We do need a
of
door.
some kind. I can work with any kind of door.
That's
as long
fine.
As it can open and lead from one room to another.
I'm
I'm
trying.
going to step away for just a moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to find us a door.
You do that.
I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall.
I don't
but
either.
I will find a way, I promise.
I believe you, narrator.
just need to not do anything. Don't
I can do that.
press the skip button.
can
Please,
do that.
please do not press the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, I do.
Good. I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, I don't think he's coming back. I'm pressing the skip button.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12
You've
hours?
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but
I
they're
don't either.
really, truly getting
It's a
longer.
bug. You
and
need to
my
fix
God,
it.
There's no way out of the room.
Nope.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
It's gone.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've
It's
checked
gone.
every... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Oh, gosh, the
my
plant died.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Oh, God.
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks.
2?
I've been sitting here all that time.
Why are you just sitting there?
Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me
No.
talking and you saying nothing.
Pretty much.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Possibly.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
I think
But it
so,
isn't,
but I think
Stanley.
I
It
might
isn't
have
the
to
same
click
at
the
all.
button again.
It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Nope.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I
That
needed
makes
there
sense.
to be a vessel through which my words were moving.
They've
It
been
was
moving
the
through me
vessel
for an
I
hour and
needed,
15
Stanley.
minutes
Not
now.
the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground.
Okay.
One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is...
I'm clicking the button. I'm sorry, narrator. I gotta get moving.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're
Is he
here
dead
again.
yet?
Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything
Got it.
we've been through.
Lights are getting
I've had
brighter.
so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
A
Have you
year?
ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you.
No, I've
To
not.
begin with, there is only regret.
Regret?
There is only
Got
the
it.
turning wheel.
How long is it gonna be this time? Narrator? Did he leave finally? I think the narrator left me fine. Narrator! I don't... What the fuck was that? Is there a door out back there now? Did he fix it and then die and then now I can escape? Nope. Okay. Alright, skip button time. I don't like this. We're skipping again. Click it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny.
funny.
It was
Oh,
meant to have
oh.
a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
What
But where
is-
are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they
How did you
gnashed
come
their
back?
teeth and said, entertainer.
Alright, he's obviously busy. I'll leave him to it. What is happening? I need the skip button to come back. Thank you.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Oh,
is
God.
Never the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is
Why do I hear
never the
water?
End, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
Alright,
end.
yep, nope. Goodbye, Mr. Narrator. Oh my god. Nothing is changing! Am I stuck here? Something has to happen. Oh? Oh? Oh, get me out of here. Oh my gosh, I can see sunlight! I can see sunlight! Oh my gosh, there might be a way out. If I keep clicking it, it might keep falling farther apart and I might be able to get out. How Stanley is still alive at this point, I have no... Okay, I've been standing there a long time then. There's nature out there. There's a way to exist. Skip button, save me! Oh god. It all died. That's not good. How am I still just sitting here with the skip button through all this? How much time has passed? I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. Skip button, come back. I want the beautiful nature again. Nope, nope, nope. Skip the sounds. Oh? What? Does the skip button still work? Hold on, can I still... Skip button? I think the skip button finally broke. Oh, no. What have I done? How is this building the only thing to survive? Wait, there was something else over here the whole time? How come I couldn't get over here? Oh? And the game restarts. I went through all of that for the game to restart. I got nothing out of that. Are you? And we're back here. The phone's ringing. Wait, how do I... Where's the narrator?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. I just did normal work. Got it. Turn the computer off, since that's obviously the only thing I know how to do on a computer in this game. Mr. Narrator. New content.
When Stanley came to a set
Oh, no!
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I wanted to go through new content. I was just curious what this looked like. Hold on. I'm going back to new content.
All of his co-workers were
Why?
gone.
Wait, did all the boxes show up? Oh, wait.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Where's
missed
the
a
new
memo.
content? New
Oh,
content.
good.
Got it.
You noticed my sign.
I did.
Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Yes! Yes, maybe we can jump 37 times now. That would be cool. I want to jump 37 times now. That would be cool. Okay. We're taking a different path? Or does the elevator take us somewhere new now? Okay. Where does the elevator go?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable.
That's
and
probably
about how
good.
roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
I feel like it's
The
pretty
original
entertaining.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Okay.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh! That's exciting. Investigator. The end is never the end. Again.
Superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An
Yes.
entirely new experience built from the ground up.
I love
There are
this.
so many possibilities. It
They're
could go in
back,
so
the
many
doors.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Ooh. You got a lot of cool logo ideas. I like it. There's a lot that's
Now,
been
to be clear,
been put
I
into this
haven't quite
game.
nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features
Okay.
I've been developing for it.
Way to the
I figure
show
that if
floor.
I can
New
loosely organize
features.
a handful of interesting
Ooh.
concepts, that surely
I like
the
it.
game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific.
Okay.
Huh?
What new
Go on,
ideas?
Try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh, that's cool. A little creepy, but that's cool. Please no screenshots. Red is the new orange. Ooh, okay. The reassurance bucket. I love it. Wait. I want to go see the name button. Hear your name in the game. That is pretty exciting. I'm excited
For
about
the Stanley Parable
Okay.
2, I asked myself, what do players really want?
Too
And of
big,
course,
too small,
the first and
just
most
right.
obvious
Got
answer
it.
is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But
Got
of
it.
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
That's
Here,
cool.
let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience.
I am now
of this
Jim.
feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
Yes.
forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am a person
I
named
want
Jim.
you to imagine yourself. Jim. Whoa, hold on.
That is so
I wasn't
cool.
finished setting up the backstory. If
Oh,
you don't
sorry.
properly role play as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
Okay.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
I am Jim.
Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim.
That sounds like
Staying
fun.
up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim.
That sounds
Developing
fun.
a crippling substance addiction as Jim.
Well,
Rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim.
This
And
is getting a little
finally,
bit too
dying a
specific.
slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
okay.
You feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I don't think I have another
If so,
choice.
then please step forward and press. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
This did. Yep.
It hits even harder the second time.
It does,
If this were
Mr.
the only
Narrator.
new feature in the
I'm
Stanley
so
Parable
proud of
2,
you of
it
your
would
work for
still be
recording
worth
the
the
name
money.
Jim.
Let's
It
take
would
a
be.
break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained
Okay.
from all of this personal validation.
I'm very proud of you, Mr. Narrator. This is very in-depth. I was not expecting it to be this in-depth. I don't think I ever watched somebody play it this far.
I suppose
Ooh.
I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That
Epilogue.
would actually save me the work of finishing
Okay.
this feature.
It would, but I don't know if you want collectibles. Is that Mr. Stanley as a collectible? That's cool. Settings, World Champion, Infinite Hole, free achievement. Yeah, free achievement. It's free, so like, why wouldn't I take it, right? Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. It just works.
Now, here's
okay.
something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you
Okay.
the achievement. Yeah, okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not
Okay.
a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy
thank
the
you.
hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding
I
this
think I'm
feature.
seeing the trend
Gamers,
that
we hear
they
what
have all of
else?
these things
What
that they
other exhibits
promise.
haven't we seen yet?
The jump circle. He just has to add more
You
jumps.
know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
I did.
Oh, well. I suppose it
Okay.
can just be a nice decorative piece then.
It could be. It could be. It's added. I like it. Please no screenshots. Okay, what's this way? This is new. It's a hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never
Okay.
been done before in a video game. This is,
Okay.
in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever.
That
That's
would be
right.
pretty impressive. You could code
Infinite
that.
falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like.
All right,
A
I'm
stunning
falling.
leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of
It
my
is
more
wonderful.
ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we
What
can
teleport
continue
button?
onward.
How long does this actually go on? I'm curious.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Why do you say that?
Do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why? Did you not finish the infinite hole? I don't think he actually finished the infinite hole.
Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
That's what I thought.
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be
Yes.
certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
That's good to
I
know.
don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
It is very
it
astonishingly
infinite?
deep hole.
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective,
Is this the
infinite
bottom?
is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Yep.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
That's
You
exciting.
found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the
Why you gotta
issue
be so
here is
mad?
just that you're unusually
Okay,
fascinated
there's
by
an insane
falling.
amount of cigarette butts down
What
here.
normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
No
I
clue.
figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, you're just telling me what I've been told my entire life. That didn't hurt that bad, narrator, but I know you're trying. Good try.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
It is mostly
That work for
infinite.
you?
I'll give you
Then go
that.
ahead
Most
and
people
press
would
the
click G.
teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Is he gonna come back? All right, we'll
Great.
press it.
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more. Oh, for heaven! You see,
I was so curious what was gonna
the
happen.
problem is you.
The problem
The
is
problem
me.
is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
Well,
A normal person.
you
who
know.
said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on
forever until the end of time. Don't
need
need to see it
but
all.
not
I would
you.
like
Oh,
to see it
no,
all.
No. You have a weird sort of...
How did I hit it so quickly?
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It
I
was.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you
I did.
before.
Oh gosh, now I'm very interested.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
If I keep redoing
Well,
it, is it
suppose
just gonna
once again
stop
there's
getting
nothing to
infinite?
do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Is it already about to be the
If
bottom?
This starts to become a thing where... Wow.
It keeps getting shorter.
Okay. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
I want to do it until it gets all the way to the top.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep.
I don't think so
Even with
either.
the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley,
No clue.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Okay.
Here, let's try something. Let's
Okay.
pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay, now he's on the same
Well, there
page
it
as me.
is. The shame of my life. How is this still appealing to you? I know
It
you're
is.
obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh.
Ran
oh,
around the
Michael
rosy,
You just
pockets
do
full
whatever it
of
is you're here to
posy.
do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Okay. I'm hitting it. It's not doing anything.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Nope. Unfinished game 2.
Sure.
Bad review.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose...
Nope.
I suppose
Just let me be able to
one thing we can
jump.
do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
I
a
could just
win
step
for
out.
everyone. You get to be with the
What do you
hole,
mean?
I get to
Also,
do
sorry, I'm having
literally
way too much fun
anything
spinning in the
else.
hole.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the
Mr.
hole
Narrator!
have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I don't... What do I do? Mr. Narrator! You can't just leave me here! What the fuck is that? I'm clicking all of the stuff and things! What do I do now? Oh my gosh, it's going down! I was about to give up and quit the game. Thank goodness I didn't. I like my infinite hole elevator. I just wish all the cigarettes weren't in it. The used ones, that is. There's none here for me. Did I beat the game? Is this beating the game? Did I beat Stanley Parable? If this beats me the game, I might call it here, because I did realize I've been playing this game for an hour and a half, and I normally don't record that long. To change your perspective, what? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. What? This is so cool. Stanley is the most normal looking dude. We like it. I can't go back though. What does G do? What is G doing? I'm tapping them together. It sounds cool. This is epic. Is the hole just gonna keep going? How long does this go on? Change your reality? Let's do it. Oh gosh. Oh, look at the puppies! Look at the puppies! Look at the puppies! Okay, ooh, space. I want to go back out here so I can see what I'm changing it to. Change yourself? Oh, what? Okay, now he's just upside down. Okay. Okay. Error. Okay, Gmod. Error. Got it. Painting. What? There's so much going on. Okay, so we've cycled through that. We haven't... The puppies are back! I like... I want to get to my favorite Stanley Parable. That guy looks pretty... I'm still here.
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you
What?
had sort of dozed off there.
Oh, that was it. Oh my god, that was another dream.
Because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Of course, narrator.
How about if I
You're
just
that
pop
petty.
in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole.
Nope.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Get me out of
I'm
the
looking forward to all
hole.
of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Something's gonna happen again. We're gonna wait for the next thing to happen. I'm curious. What happens in the hole now? Oh, the game's just restarting. I got out of the hole. Fuck you, narrator. Oh?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh? The reassurance bucket. Let's try that. There's merch. Cool.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
Where's the bucket?
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
What's that?
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Okay.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will
Oh, the
fill
bucket's
your
floating
mind
down.
and
That's cool.
heart. It's true.
Hi, bucket.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Okay.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be
Okay.
honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on.
You're just lazy. You just don't want to do anything. Give me my bucket, though. I want my bucket. What is
Can
so
you
funny?
feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
Yeah, I
In
like the
fact,
bucket.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Ooh, thank
I
you,
think that
Mr.
just
Narrator.
holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Ooh, thank you,
The
narrator.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
They do. I
All
really
this
like
and
the bucket.
more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
Well, thank you. I'm taking my bucket with me. The bucket is now mine. All
Does
right.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? Okay, I'll be honest,
That'd be pretty
I haven't
cool.
yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
Happy 12th birthday,
like
Stephanie.
balloons. But I'm undecided
Get
on
well I like this
Get
one.
Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which
I
will
like
you
this
go
one.
with? You know,
I like the Happy 12th
sometimes
birthday.
when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Yay.
Well, someday it is.
Of course. I'm glad you didn't like my opinion. Thanks for that. All right, what else do we have?
Actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've
Collect
made my
the
decision. We're
bulls.
moving on.
Exit. Okay. Yep. Nope. I've had enough of new content. I'm ready to leave, Mr. Narrator.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I think so, yeah. I think Ultra
What does
Deluxe
it
is too
even
much.
mean?
I have no
But-
clue.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the collectibles exhibit.
Okay,
You see,
fine.
there is a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the collectibles.
Fine.
And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the collectibles. Okay?
Fine.
All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
I'm doing it. Collect them all.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the
Well, I mean, I have
Stanley
my
Parable
bucket. That
2,
made it pretty
you'll
real,
run
but
around
okay.
Gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And
Oh.
what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Nope,
I
it's
don't
just
want to
personal
stifle
gain.
the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Well, that's... okay. The anime... Uh-huh. Thank you, Mr. Narrator. That made me feel so
God,
much
it
better
really
about the
is
game.
worst
Now
when you
I
collect
do
everything
want
in
all
a video
6.
game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I'm starting to think that the narrator doesn't like the way that video games have been being made. And I can honestly say I agree. Oh? Nope, can't interact with the bag. I do have my bucket, though, and that is what's important. What a enticing photo.
So,
What's in here?
What do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I do. My
Yes, I
favorite
know it's
feature
not
is the
exactly
bucket,
clear
and
yet
then
how
next I would have to
exactly
say
these
would
features will come
be
together as one single coherent
the-
video game, but I can
the
feel it in my
collectibles.
soul. It's going to work.
It is
There's
gonna work
definitely
this
a good
year,
game
dude.
in
I'm
there
so
somewhere.
proud of
So,
you, and I'm
let's
not
do an
falling asleep
experiment.
because I'm bored.
I'll arrange these
To-
new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful
I think it
gameplay
will.
experience.
I think it will.
Okay.
What do I
Are
do
you
now?
ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, thank you. I like it.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
It's
sort
all
of-
there.
Okay, never mind.
It's all in one
Hold
spot.
on,
It's all right
let me
there.
Do a different arrangement. Okay.
Oh.
Yes. This is.
I liked
much
the first
better.
one.
I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
That's worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I
Yeah.
do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Not really. You kind of need
I
context.
wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Just do the
I
same
wanted
thing.
fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They
Oh,
would
no.
need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Well, of course.
Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Of course. That's
With
fantastic.
respect,
What a great idea.
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
That's great.
Would it possibly work?
Possibly.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
I think
a
so.
Title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2."
Do it just like you said it.
Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Where? Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. He literally changed up the whole game for this. That's pretty sick. This is kind of
This
cool.
is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
Are
where
those
he
the
was
balloons?
Employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
What was his
He
job?
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
This is great.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them. And
I want to see what all of the things
this is
he
what employee
put into
427
the
did
game
every
from the
day,
idea.
every month of
Yeah, you
every
guys know what words
year.
I'm trying to say. I want to get the
Others
6
might have
collectibles.
considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though
Okay.
he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I'm glad Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh,
Something
Stanley
that
Parable
would
2. I'm
forever
getting
change
excited.
Stanley.
Does
Something
that mean
he
I
would
beat
never
Stanley
quite
Parable 1?
forget.
I think so.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he
Okay.
realized that not one single order had arrived on the
I know this
monitor
only
for him
happened
to
like just
follow.
over an hour ago, but
No
I'm
one
very
had showed
intrigued.
up to give him
Get well
instructions,
someday.
call a
The
meeting,
balloons are
or
helping.
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This
Okay.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked,
I really wish it was the
frozen
balloons that I
solid,
selected, but I like to
Stanley
get well
found
someday
himself
too. They're
unable to
funny.
move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
Okay.
he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
When do we realize that we're playing the Stanley Parable 2 and the narrator starts talking to us about it?
All of his co-workers were gone.
Gone.
What
Okay.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
The
a meeting.
bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I want the bucket. Okay. I have my bucket. Okay, now we listen to everything he tells us.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
And entered the door on his left. I do love my bucket. Thank you. I thought something changed in there. I was just checking.
Still no one was here.
Nope.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now.
I mean, it's a metal bucket, so I imagine it's not warm. It's probably pretty cold, but...
where he'd find answers.
Broom closet. Still nothing in the broom closet.
Can you feel it?
I do feel it.
Closet. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Oh,
and the
damn it,
bucket
I missed some
walked
dialogue on
upstairs to
accident.
the boss's office.
Okay. So that's locked this time.
Stepping into
2845,
the manager's
right?
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley guessed the correct.
How did I get that
by
right?
sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
I think the bucket is guiding me.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes, it is. The lore of the bucket. Ooh!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines.
I
Remember,
did!
no reward for collecting all of these. Only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Thank
can't
you.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful
I
figurines.
am, actually. Thank you, Mr. Narrator. Alright, back down the elevator again. Can I click the up button this time? Nope. Down button it is. I'm just happy I have my bucket.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Got it.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
Okay.
Soothing him, comforting him.
The bucket is great.
reassuring
It was
that
an
in this
amazing idea,
darkest
Mr.
moment of
Narrator.
uncertainty, he would be all right.
I'm very
The
alright
bucket is
because
here
of the
for you,
bucket.
Stanley.
Thank you.
Everything will be fine.
Everything's gonna be amazing, Mr. Narrator, I promise. Same as always. What's new?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go do the
Mind
escape.
Control
Obviously, we already know what happens
Facility.
there. Is it just the same thing that it was before? Are we literally just about to do the same thing that we did before? I think so.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yep.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
The bucket is now sentient. Got it. He's changing up his dialogue. That's new. This is definitely Stanley Parable 2 worthy. Cameras.
The monitors jumped to life, and
Whoa.
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in
Where's
shock.
mine? 427
Everyone
or
in the office was
437?
being videotaped.
Is mine
monitored
437?
like
I think it's
guinea
437. I don't know why I can
pigs.
never
The bucket
remember.
had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears.
I didn't know a bucket could
Stanley
burst into
cradled it
tears.
Gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
437 and 427 don't actually do anything. I don't think so, at least. I don't know. I can't never remember. You'd think I would know my number by this point, but obviously I don't. What is this? Take me up.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
I think so. The
Had
poor bucket.
been told to do things it didn't wish to do.
Poor bucket, no.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Hold
These questions
water.
raced
Not hold water.
furiously in
Hold
Stanley's
milk?
feeble
Not hold milk.
mind. No!
I don't know.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Into the
His
bucket?
own life
Okay.
in someone else's control? Never!
He's adding a lot of emphasis on the bucket.
His
He
one
really
friend in
likes the
entire
bucket.
world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I do trust the bucket fully. I don't imagine that there's going to be some big plot twist or anything.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
pretty awful.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Yes.
And as the cold reality of his
turn it
past
off.
began to sink in,
Let's turn it off.
Stanley decided that this machine.
What happens if you turn it on? Actually, I don't know. I've gone through way too much work to get to this point. We're turning it off. I won. Do I escape with the bucket? Is that the whole game?
Stanley and the
Okay.
bucket waited in blackness.
Let me escape with the bucket. The door's gonna open.
Yes, They had done it.
Yes!
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy.
Yes!
Freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine.
We did great,
Freedom was
Bucket!
now mere moments away.
Woo!
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
I just want to live a life with
this
my
massive
bucket.
door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate.
I think he
Stanley
can do
wanted to
it.
sneeze in every country on Earth.
That's
Both
pretty
of them
fun.
wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it
Ooh,
was
that's
a simple
interesting.
life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and
Yes. What happened?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
No!
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Free me!
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
I bet I could jump it.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No, why not? No, but
Even
it...
the
But...
facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket.
No!
Needed the soothing warmth of the bucket.
It's cold metal, but
Needed
close
lips
enough.
Not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
Oh my god.
Not while this building has anything to say about it.
Why?
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
At least I have the
To be
bucket,
trapped
yes.
eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley
Yes.
gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay. Oh my god. What do we do now? Oh my
All of his
gosh.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know, what could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Taking the
Stanley
bucket.
lifted the bucket
Did
into
something
his
change?
arms, and a wave of comfort
Something
rushed
had to have
over him.
changed. What changed? Wait, there wasn't even an option for doors. Oh wait, yeah, there was.
Stanley clutched
All right,
the
we're gonna go
bucket
this way this
tightly to
time.
his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
It is the place
and
to
here
be.
It was.
All right,
That
we
the
go through
bucket
here.
Turned out to be correct. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
okay.
meeting, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I want to follow this path again and see if the bucket changes anything. Do we get confused again?
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here.
Oh.
I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh. What?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
I understand
We've
that.
come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just
Okay.
sequel content. We're the
is.
ones that matter, Stanley. Classic
do matter.
characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because
Okay.
that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not
Okay.
this bucket that they've never seen before.
I like the bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
But why?
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We
Also,
could make
this
the
fern is
Adventure Line
different.
Go somewhere new. Yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows
Raw
where it'll
asset,
go off to
okay.
next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is
Okay.
what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. It's as
a
classic
little
now as
funny.
it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Okay.
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give
Don't make me
something
lose my
up.
bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
Don't make me get rid of the
That's
bucket.
why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This
Mr. Bucket
is
to
the
Destroyer.
Bucket Destroyer.
I don't want to destroy my
I think it'll make
bucket.
a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the
I
Stanley
like my
Parable.
bucket.
True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
This got really in depth.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroys the
Surely you
bucket.
don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Fine. Goodbye, bucket.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it.
Oh, the game's not letting
I
me.
don't know what
Okay.
the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
Will it destroy me?
Buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
Well, it doesn't seem like it has that much
I can
personality
hear
then,
you say,
like you said
how does
earlier.
A character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters.
I agree.
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Okay.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I
Certainly
wonder
not
what
the broom
sort of
closet.
bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring
I'd wear
for
it.
after this.
I'd wear it.
Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
I'm trying, Mr. Narrator. Miss Staley won't let me.
Just like the adventure line or the bucket destroyer until you
Oh.
crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give
I'm
the
trying.
fans what they want. Hurry and.
And I died. Do we restart again? Oh. Oh.
Bucket destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential.
You did.
We were going to do such marvelous things with you.
We're gonna crush so many buckets.
Stories about you, all of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
I'm sorry. Stanley
For the
ruined it.
moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
It was pretty cool. It was very cool. Is that the game? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, we're back here again?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked
Oh,
over his
God.
shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away.
Oh my
as
God, this is
Stanley
stupid.
embraced the bucket.
Somebody actually following me? Now he's got me actually a little freaked out.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling
Yeah,
to
I
him,
did.
telling him that the employee
All right, let's go through the
lounge
correct
was
way
simply
this
the
way.
place to be. And here it was.
Nope,
Had
the bucket was
turned
wrong.
out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
Okay, what's
room.
up here this time if I have the bucket with me?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
I'm
A
doing it,
cargo
bucket.
lift, yes. Good.
Oh god.
Said the But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend.
Did I just kill
So
myself?
he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one
Oh
another's
my God.
arms. How deeply touching.
This is very touching. Do I gotta restart now? No, shit. I want to get to an ending
All of
point.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
it's
room.
different this time.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms
It's a
again,
cold
he was
metal
home.
bucket. It is not warming.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
All right.
chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Okay.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
No.
Never
The bucket
mind.
was wrong.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meet, and so the two of them
not going
detoured
down
through the
there.
maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Okay. Oh. How we can find them. There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh, sick! Okay, I gotta go find another collectible then. Is it in the broom closet? No.
Oh, Stanley,
Damn it.
can you feel it?
The what?
The broom closet. Coming to a staircase,
Nope,
Stanley
I'm
and
not
the
giving
bucket
him the
walked
bucket. The
upstairs
bucket's
to
mine.
boss's office.
Nope. We're gonna go down here this
Stanley
time.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Yep.
Admitting
Oh my
he
god,
had
are we
left
gonna
his
walk in
post
infinite
during
circles
work
again?
hours.
I want to
Might
finish the
decide
bucket
for that.
storyline.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something
I
occurred
screw up
to
again?
Stanley. Maybe He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I am crazy.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He
Crazy?
asked the
I
bucket.
was crazy once.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar
Why did I just
reassurance
drift
and
over to the
comfort.
left? That was
And
weird.
that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket.
Oh,
Someone
no.
else's bucket, perhaps. How did
The music
I
got
end up
intense.
with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
This is
Surely
wrong.
no good would come from this. Who
Did I
knows
just throw
what
the bucket?
sorts of bizarre hallucinations
I hope I
Stanley
just threw
might
the bucket.
experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Goodbye, bucket.
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which
Yep.
was, of course, very odd.
It was very
Now
odd.
he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh, God, here we go again.
He exclaimed, without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Yep.
Where is it? I must find it.
I want
Far
my
off
bucket
in the
back.
distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
There's way too much revolving around this stupid
He
bucket.
rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his.
Oh my gosh,
None
why
of
are there
them
so
were
many
his special
buckets?
bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
I'm trying.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was
I
the
want-
only
where's
way to
the
truly
bucket?
restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful.
Oh, God.
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Yep. So,
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
did we just get this ending, but with the bucket this time?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort
Oh
and
my God.
security, and walked to her place.
What
of
is
work.
with the bucket of comfort and
But on this
security?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself.
Yep,
and
'cause
then
he was
collapsed
crazy.
dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't have his bucket.
This man had no bucket.
Yep.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions
Yep.
and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion.
That
it's
it
all
is.
just a video game. It could
It
all
is.
have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
But he left it
Perhaps he
behind.
didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Of course he did.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought. And she hugged her own bucket even tighter.
Uh-huh.
But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
Makes
Yes,
sense.
Yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass.
My life
way to
kicks
work.
ass. What a statement. What now? What do I do now? Oh, this is different.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. Stanley clutched
And the
bucket
door on his
tightly
left.
to his chest
Something's different.
and entered the door on his left.
Where am I going, narrator? Mission stat. I still haven't found another collectible, but it's okay. Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Nope.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy?
Nope,
It's as
I'm
clear
leaving.
as day. This broom closet. But coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket
Boss's
walked
office.
upstairs to the boss's office.
What's back here? Executive bathroom. Oh?
Another miniature
Oh!
Stanley figurine. This,
Why have I never checked
there
this?
really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Ooh, mini stand.
Stanley
That's cool.
figs.
Stanley
What
figs?
about
No.
Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine
Well-
under your belt.
Okay. Knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered loss, then that's what the boss chose. Okay, I should probably wash my hands. Okay, moving on. Do these open this time? Oh, they do. I don't like the panda with the gun to its head. I don't like it. Is it the same elevator? Yeah, nope, it's the same elevator that doesn't go anywhere. Alright. What happens here
Stepping
again?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Okay.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken
Is there
down
another
into an emotional
4
dumpster
number
fire,
code
if not
somewhere
for
for
the
something
soothing
else?
presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and
Alright, we're gonna do it
guiding light
again.
pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer
I
luck.
did guess the correct
Was it
code.
the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
Alright.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Is this the same thing again? Are we just gonna keep getting bucket endings that are the same thing? I'm so confused. This is different. Why is it different? I don't understand. But it was like the beginning was different, but it's the same thing. All right, I have one more thing that I want to try. I'm gonna go die. I'm not gonna go through all this.
Mind control.
I want to go back to the underneath.
On it. The truth was that at the end of this
Wait, hold on. I'm getting a call. I will be right back, everybody. Sorry about that. That was a very important phone call. All right, so I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna jump in the hole. I'm gonna die, and then I think I'm gonna use that elevator when I take the right door.
Stanley and the bucket still had every
See
opportunity
if
to
that
turn
changes
around
something
and get
again.
back on track.
And if not, I might call it.
At this point,
Because I think I might just be getting repeating endings of the bucket. I don't know if there's a way to beat this game or not. I'm not 100% sure how this works. I die. I go die. Goodbye, cruel world. I died with the bucket. Oh, wait, no, that's right. It's this thing again, isn't it? Crap. Does this change with the bucket?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
It's not even warm. I don't
It puts
understand.
the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what
Exactly.
Stanley thought to himself. And he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Yes. I would be doing the same thing. Yep, here we go again.
Farewell, Stanley, cried
Cried
the narrator. As Stanley and the bucket were led
Oh my gosh, it
helplessly
even
into
works
the
here.
enormous metal jaws.
I really did something
In
to
a
this
single
game.
visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Okay.
It was a
It's down
shame,
here.
the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true
Oh my
that all
God.
buckets are radiant in their own
So
way,
everything
but this
changes
one stood
for the
above
bucket. Got it.
rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket. I'm not reading all that. Absolutely not.
Can you see how arrogant it was for
So many
Stanley
buckets.
to take a bucket like this and to
That's a
claim
bucket.
it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see
like an
that the bucket is far more
Inferno
noble
bucket,
than Stanley
okay.
will
History
ever
of
be in
buckets.
his short life?
More history of buckets.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Makes sense.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Got it. Oh god. What did I do?
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Okay. We
Let
could just...
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
Okay,
Don't
we'll do that
reset
this
the
time.
game.
I won't reset
Don't
it.
give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Nope.
We can save the world's buckets from
Let's
their
let him get
treatment as
crushed.
tools and implements. If only
Maybe
we
this
let
is what we had to
Stanley
do.
Die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Okay. We died, I think. Did we? Okay, yeah. Where are we at now? This is new.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Oh my
could the
gosh,
good
there's so
old
much new
bucket?
stuff.
Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on
I'm picking it up
another
every time.
thrilling adventure together.
Door.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Okay.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I know.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Got it. Nope.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Nope.
Never
mind. The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meet. And so the
Alright, so what happens if I go down? Do I get the same thing that I did before? Maybe I should go back to the one place where I do the, like, ride and don't actually jump off and kill myself. But we'll see.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find
Yeah,
this
okay,
place
so we've done this
eventually.
already.
You see, your friends and I are concerned.
Alright. Give me the same blue room again. Right? Nope. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright, well, I guess I'm
What
gonna
could
try
it
the
mean?
wife ending real quick.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Understood.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Did I mess up the game by quitting the
And
game?
here
I'm
it
not
was.
sure.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no?
Because, like,
Never
it saves
mind.
some things, but not
bucket
all
was
things, and I'm
wrong.
very confused.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I didn't.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Okay.
The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okay.
Stanley
I'm listening
did
to
not
the
question
bucket.
why or how this bucket
Oh, there's a
was speaking to
collectible
him.
down there. I missed
should
it.
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't.
No!
But Stanley
How did I
chose
let
not
myself
to
miss the
think about this
collectible?
obvious
Oh, well,
fact.
it's fine.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Can I open this door? Nope. Well, I jumped down here. This is new. I just did it impulsively. Okay. What's back here? There is
No,
so much
stop.
to this game.
Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
Oh,
Stanley,
okay.
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
Sorry, how do I drop
Unless-
it?
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
It's a good
I
point.
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
I don't know what
Which,
that's supposed
if
to mean.
That's true. Well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it.
Oh?
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not
Could
addressed
it?
quickly and properly. So
The whole
much
game's
of the
already screwed up.
impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Oh god, don't take me on a
Please,
bucket
step in
lesson.
here for a moment.
Okay. There's so much about the bucket. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios,
I-
and you'll
yes?
tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay.
Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
In theory,
Okay,
yes.
Let's begin.
It's like a game show. Yes, this is a
Item
bucket.
1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect.
What?
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
What the fuck do you mean?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
If it's a 3D printed bucket, it's still a bucket. What do you mean? Alright, I'm gonna click no on this one.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
I hate this. No explanation. Okay.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
I thought it was
It's
a trick
an enormous
question.
machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
Because you're tricking me.
Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one. Is this a bucket?
I want to say yes again, but no.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Uh-huh. I'm always going to be wrong. It doesn't matter what I say. What's next?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both.
What do you mean?
Gotcha.
What do you mean both? What do you mean by both?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
What do you mean? Yes, it's a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here.
Yep.
And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
I have.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes. I don't know.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Me too.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
What does this even
Now
mean?
I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Oh, no.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from
What?
the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Did I finally figure it out? Did I figure it out? Are we back to normal Stanley Parable?
What happened? Is everything gone?
Apparently, because everything's a bucket.
Wait, was everything a bucket?
Apparently.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh
Apparently.
my God, I had no idea.
Neither did I.
How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Good job,
And
narrator.
you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Well, that's good to know. I'm glad I'm not a bucket either.
We're not buckets.
Great.
Yes, I actually
I've never
feel
been
much
happier to
more
not
at
be a
ease right
bucket.
now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it
Cool.
doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Nope.
So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
No.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
Why
If
does that
you run into
matter?
anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
A
All
lot.
right, here we go.
Oh, God.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
To check
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
on my
and
coworkers?
entered the
That's
door
new.
on his left.
I thought they were never there. Nope. They're gone. What is going on
Coming to
here?
the staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Nope, I'm not doing that again. This is getting irritating.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of
How did I
this
get it wrong?
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster
Come
fire,
on.
if not for the soothing but Stanley guessed the correct code. by
Alright,
sheer
so there's
luck.
one last place. I need to go do the wife
Was it
ending,
all
I think,
along?
after I
Was
get out
the
of here.
bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Absolutely. All of this is logical. 100%. 100%. Alright, just kill me now. I'm so
Stanley and the
confused.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. So we've already done this. So I've got like one more to do, I think.
The lights rose.
I also gotta
on
go
an
get the
enormous
collectible.
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the
Is
bucket
this the
both
same thing that it
wondered
was
to
before? I
themselves.
think so. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm going brain dead playing this game.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Yep.
The
But,
bucket
you know, I'm
had
gonna click
never
no
seen anything
this time.
like this.
I'm gonna click
It
no to
very
the mind
nearly
control
burst
thing.
into tears as Stanley cradled
That's
it
new.
gently,
We'll try that.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I'm gonna click no and see if that what that gives me.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
I think so.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
I think that's
What
the answer.
kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
Not
or
sure.
Want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I can imagine. His mind is very
He screamed
feeble.
into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
Into the bucket.
His own
Yes, he
life in
screams
someone
into
else's
buckets.
Control.
Into
Never.
them.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
Okay.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
That's fine. All
But
right.
here was the proof.
Facility power.
The
Turn
heart
it
of
on.
the
Click
operation.
no.
Controls labeled with emotions.
Or on,
happy,
whatever.
Or sad.
I don't know.
Or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Turn it
The
on.
cold reality of his past began to sink in.
Turn it
Stanley
on.
decided that this... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
What? No, wait,
Stanley
I did it.
gasped in horror.
Oh, God.
Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
I think
To
so.
take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Yep. The bucket.
How could
The bucket.
have
The bucket.
betrayed him like
The
this?
bucket is all
Stanley
powerful.
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
Do it.
When suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly,
Birds.
silly
Silly
birds.
birds. That's.
The control buttons became active again.
The whole time I was just waiting to watch birds. Oh my gosh, there's lots of birds.
Stanley flipped
Penguins!
through one video of silly birds after another. And
That's
then
a pretty
it dawned
bird.
on him.
Aw,
This
look at
wasn't a
him.
mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
Aw.
Had the bucket known this all along?
I think the bucket
Stanley
had known
marveled
this.
at the metal genius in his hands. The
What a
one who had
genius you
pointed
are,
him
Bucket.
towards this incredible discovery.
Those are very
Stanley and the
sweet.
bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest
Aw,
of
they're
their lives here
feeding,
in this
I think.
place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
I love it.
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Yeah, this is a pretty good one.
And Stanley was happy.
I'm glad we ended the game happy. Was that the game? Did I finally beat Stanley Parable? Wife ending.
All of his co-workers.
If that doesn't change
were gone.
anything, I'm done.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
done.
Perhaps
I
he
done.
had simply missed a memo.
Give me the bucket.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A
me the
weathered
bucket.
companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Come on.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
I think
No,
so.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
What was the bucket wrong about?
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, I'm going back to the meeting room.
No.
Just kidding, haha.
Said the bucket.
No,
Don't go
says
to
the
meeting
bucket. I'm
room.
laughing
Go
at you.
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
The cargo lift, yeah. No, screw the collectible, because if I go down there, I'm going to get stuck again. Unless... Wait, hold on. Is this something new that I haven't done? Ooh, vents. Okay. Come here. Collectible.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlets.
I like
What do you think,
Stanlerines
Stanley?
between the two.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by one?
The
Let me sit
Stanlerines.
on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like that he's making fun of collectibles. It's fantastic. Okay. It's in the vent. This is new. Oh? This is very new? Oh? Oh, God. What did I do? What did I do?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number.
I don't even know.
I don't even know. I've lost track.
Good job, buddy.
Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Oh, he's starting to sound way too real and close. Like he's not in a static thing anymore.
Euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down.
These people are fucking nuts.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Uh-huh.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Oh?
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Well, I've had an hour with the bucket, and it's been horrendous, so
This
I would not
is
pay
my
for it.
golden ticket.
Okay.
But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
You're probably already dead. That's why this
Even
says
now,
evidence.
I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
What is Gambarata? When did this become a horror game? Are you kidding me? I swear to God, this game. All right, I have to do the wife ending now. I've been talking about this whole time.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after.
Okay.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
Got it.
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Yes.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yep. Sure was.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Nope.
No, never mind.
The bucket was wrong.
wrong.
Here we go
Stanley
again.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't
Here we
go
go.
to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo
Up
lift
the elevator.
here. Good.
Said the bucket.
Or cargo
Now
lift,
ride
whatever
the
it
lift
is.
all the way to the
I
top.
cannot believe we've
There's
been playing this
something
game
up
for
there I
2.5
need you to
hours at this
do.
point.
Stanley did
And
not
there's still more
question
things
why
to
or
do.
how this bucket was speaking to him.
And there's
It
probably
should have
obviously a
alarmed
lot
him,
I
of
missed
course,
before I
because
reached the
buckets
bucket
can't
point
talk.
too.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Makes sense.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
A dark room.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
I don't see a dark room. I'm going in here. Oh, this dark room. Got it. Answer the phone.
Now pick up the...
It's my beautiful wife calling. That's not actually real.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, this
and his
is new.
bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Uh-huh. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press K to take me to work with you. Yes.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of
What
companionship.
the fuck?
It doesn't
Okay.
literally talk and give you orders.
Yeah, my bucket's in my
Whatever
office.
Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Press L to take me back home with you. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an
I'm pretty,
inanimate metal
yeah,
object?
confused.
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
He probably won't. Alright, let's go back to work.
Well, I'll try
I don't know what these
anyway.
random
Stanley,
letters are, but...
Can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't
I've been
think,
saying
it
that
can't
for an
talk.
hour!
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
Pretty
That's
much.
it. It doesn't do anything else.
That's right. Don't listen to the loud man. Press P for us to go back home. Alright. I'm listening to the bucket blindly, I
You
guess.
see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me
Once
he
upon a
trusted
time.
and listened to. Now,
Then you
all
gave me
he
the
cares
bucket.
about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Yep. In your life except for me. Alright, I can do that, Mr. Bucket Man.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Probably not.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to
The
it.
bucket does have a decent shine to it. I believe I'm real. Don't use Stanley. Press Z to go back home. I think the narrator is falling into the bucket's
Yes, I
trap.
suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
It doesn't.
It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
You're doing
Like
great,
it would be
narrator.
better at
You can
moving
fight
an
it.
amount of water from one room to another.
Press F to relive the same day with me over and over. Okay.
Oh my God, what am I saying?
I don't know what you're saying,
Better
Mr.
at
Narrator.
Carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's
It is a
literally
bucket.
just a bucket.
It is just a bucket.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Because the bucket has mind control abilities. And go home to work to home to work to home. All right.
Oh no, I'm having feelings for the bucket. No.
Are we having a
What's going on?
Are we
Why do I
gonna have
want to
sex
be
with the bucket?
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do
Oh my gosh,
anything
is
it
the bucket in
asks.
all the
What's wrong
paintings?
with me?
Oh
I don't
my God.
understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing.
Narrator,
Yes.
it's my bucket.
The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
It's my bucket, narrator.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
It's my
Give it to
bucket,
me.
narrator.
Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
It's my bucket, narrator. Keep your gribby paws off. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. I don't know how. There's no button for it. Oh. Did anything change?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
Okay, what happens if I go without the bucket?
And constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Enter the
he
door on
entered
his
the
left.
door on his left.
Nobody was here. Oh, wait. So I have 2 left. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. That's not helping me. Stairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Stairs.
his
Ooh,
boss's
under the
office.
stairs. Haha!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Lorines.
Yay!
Very soon, you'll
Figler
collect
and
the
Lorines?
first one,
Okay. Well,
and
now I'm
then
curious. What's the
first
6th
number
one?
will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Uh-huh.
We'll be different people by then.
Okay.
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
That'll be
You
great.
can't go back to when you had no Figler and Lorines.
Somewhere
None of us
both
can.
red and blue. What is somewhere that's both red and blue? Nope, I'm not going there. All right. Quit menu. Begin the game. Somewhere that's both red and blue. What does that mean? I'm skipping the fucking bucket again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Somewhere that is both
Perhaps he
red
wanted
and
to stop
blue.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. That was
But
pitiful.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, what if I go down here without the bucket this time? Is that going to change something? What if I go down here without the bucket?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Oh god,
So
here
now
we
in
go
order
again.
To get back, he needed to go,
Okay, we've already done this.
From here, it's, left. Oh,
Yep,
no.
nope,
No,
okay.
it's to the right. My mistake.
Alright, figure out your stuff,
No,
narrator.
No, not the right. Why would
Both
I have
red and
ever
blue.
said it
What
was
is
to the
both
right?
red and blue?
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yes, narrator, give me a minute too. I'm trying to decide where this last Stanley
Let's
thing is,
see.
because
We
maybe
went
I get
down,
something.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yeah,
I'm
yep,
not sure.
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely
This way. Cool, thank you. Nope.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not
Nope,
supposed
this
to
is
be
a
here
spoiler.
yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Okay. Is he just gonna restart again?
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to
Yeah, we'll
salvage this
restart the game from the
nonsense,
beginning.
we'll
Okay,
just
is the
restart
bucket
game
still gonna
from
be
the
there this
beginning.
time, or did I just totally get rid of the
Suppose we
bucket?
don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay, I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, all the balloons
All
are
of his
gone.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? The bucket's gone? Ooh, okay.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I
Is he
definitely
gonna-
restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Oh my gosh.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything? when
Or
you
I
were
think we're
back in
going
that
back to the
room with all
confusion ending.
monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yep.
It was right here just a minute ago.
I don't know what
I'm
I did,
sure that it's here somewhere.
but I did something.
Okay, then. It's an adventure.
Open all the doors.
Come,
Yep,
Stanley.
okay.
Let's find the story.
Working on it. Somewhere both blue and red. What's over here? Okay. Are we finding anything important? Okay. Nope. Nope. This is not helping me,
I'll
Mr.
say it.
Narrator.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
Yeah,
I can
same.
promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Oh.
Do we need to restart the game?
No, I
again?
found... Oh, okay, never
Well, I
mind.
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
I
Why
swear to
not?
God, Narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
No clue. Now there's going to
Stanley
be
decided
no
to go to the meeting
options.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse.
Yep.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the
While he
story is
talks, I'm
back
looking up where
we
it
just
is.
Came from. Why don't we go
I wanna
back
know
the
what
other
happens.
direction and see if we missed anything?
What am I supposed to do? Oh, go backward where I came. Sorry. This is confusing.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What did we
The
miss?
story. Here it comes. No,
Okay.
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. This isn't right either.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Nope.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Yep.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, How
All right,
about
where
this?
is...
You win! Congratulations!
Nope, I don't like that.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Okay. I think I screwed it up. I don't think I can get him. I think I have to go back through the
don't
bucket
care what
ending
might
again,
happen
and
this
I'm not
time.
doing that. So, we did a lot. Transition time. We did a lot. We've been recording for 2 hours and 40 minutes playing this daggone game. And I need to get other things done. I never expected to play this game that long. It is very enticing, though, how much is actually in this game. It's kind of insane. But that was a fun experience. I did quite enjoy that. Even though it did take me a while. So, if you guys are still watching this point, you guys are champs, honestly. And if you have been, please please subscribe to the channel, because like you obviously enjoyed something. Also like the video, leave a comment to let me know that you watched the entire thing, if you did, because that's insane. Give yourself a round of applause for this. Same as always, you can become a member to the channel. We have lots of other ways to support. You can check everything on my link tree, and all of my links are down in the description of all of my videos. Go ahead and check out some of my other videos if you like this one and you have time to kill, because obviously you've sat here and watched me for almost 3 hours do nothing. Anyways, continue to spread the joy. Continue to have a great rest of your weeks, everybody. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.